Anson Middle School, how we doing? I'm Mr. Norwood, and I'll be your teacher for the rest of the year. So I hear you've been talking about the Constitution, and so my plan for this lesson is to talk about the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. Um, if you're viewing this, you are on my Actively Learn account, and I want to kind of walk you through Actively Learn a little bit and some of my expectations of you once I get there, but also before I get there. And first of all, a anytime you see a link that's highlighted on my Actively Learn text, it most likely means there's a video. So if you click it, and then you go to link, it takes to a video. And so if you're a visual learner and you want to get some background information, you get my point. If you're a visual learner and you need a little background information and you need to kind of watch something before you read, I get it. Trust me, I do. As long as you're taking responsibility for your learning and your learning style. Anyhow, uh, the first activity I have for you is going to be called a vocabulary awareness chart, and what and it's going to take you between 5 to 10 minutes, generally, usually about 10 minutes, and if you see a link, it means that I have you directed to a strategy in this case. So anytime you see links, it's important to know that to click on them because there's something there. So your first activity for today is the vocabulary awareness chart. So let's check this out. Click there for me. And that's going to take you to this right here. I want you to scan the text. Well, first of all, time out. Okay. First of all, we're going to do this using Google Drive. The reason why I'm going to do it on Google Drive instead of paper is because I'd like to be able to see some of your work before I even get back to Anson Middle School. So if you'll open up your Google Drive account, and if you go to New and then Google Docs, and you're going to call this document. So this is your blank Google Doc document. You can just call this Second Amendment. Okay, because this will be your work for today. And here's the bell ringer. So title it bell ringer. And in order to make your work look like this, it's going to have to be, we're going to have to make a table here. So let's check this out. All right. For this, you go to Insert and then down the table, and it will be 5 by 2. And so you'll title it like this: Word, know it, seen it, but don't know it, no idea, and then over here, definitions or facts. So you'll scan the text. I'm going to ask that you do 5 words, so you're going to just number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want you to scan the text, and like for example, you might want to use the word amendment as your word. You're going to look for 5 important words that are essential to understanding the Second Amendment, as well as the text itself about the Second Amendment. So we're going to amendment could be your word, and if you know it, then you just put yes, I know it, seen it but don't know it, and then you just put NA or NA. What I mean by that, it does not apply unless you do, you only have to do 1 per column, basically. And then you'll come over here and you'll give a fact or definition about the word amendment. Okay, and so you're going to do that 1 through 5. The next activity, okay, on your end, you're going to press OK, so it'll take you to the next task. Now, if you need to read the entire text, in order to read the entire text, you're going to need to just press OK, OK, OK all the way down. But this is going to be the way I have my lesson plans. This is the way I will have my agenda for today. And all you have to do is just press OK so you can see the rest of the text. All right. this next station will take you about, or excuse me, after bell ringers, we'll do 3 stations every day. And then we'll usually wrap it up with an exit ticket. And I know that really is going to depend on time. But next, station 1 is called Thinking About Reading. And so I want you to read over the Second Amendment, and this is the Second Amendment itself. That's the actual words from the Second Amendment. You're going to, you can actually come over here, you can copy. You should be able to copy. So you right click on it, and then you can just come over here, and so you can say Station 1. Oh, excuse me. Station 1, and then the EQ, meaning your essential question, the most important question. Okay, so it's being hard-headed for me, so you'd actually have to type it out. So you'd say, so you would just literally type this out. What does the Second Amendment say? What were the authors doing? What does it mean to us? And I have a limited time on this video because if I go over 15 minutes, or I can't go over 15 minutes, so I'm trying to keep this short and sweet. This assignment is a good one I picked up at Rockingham Middle School. It's called Thinking About Reading, or some people call the BHH, or Book Head Heart. This is a Google, using Actively Learn, I actually import my Google Docs with my strategies on it, so I really don't have to use any paper whatsoever, and hopefully neither do you unless we're drawing something. So sometimes we'll do that. But anyway, this is called Book Head Heart, and so this is a 3x2 table. So you would come down here for Station 1, you go to the Insert, or excuse me, it'll be a 2x3 table. All right. So you'll say Book Head Heart. And what you do with the Book Head Heart is you just simply answer these questions in the right column. So in the book, answer these questions if you can, and you'll put them over here on the right. And then for the head column, you answer these questions, put it on the right. Heart, these questions, put it on the right. And then bam, summary. So after that, so up here at the beginning, you put the EQ, the essential question, and down here, you'll put the summary. Okay, I still have about 8 minutes for this video, so let me just keep it going real quick. All right, so the next station, I have you doing prayer models. And a prayer model is, again, a table is a 2x4 or 4x2. Good. All right, for a prayer model, go to Insert. And it's a 2x2. Okay. And you have 3 words at Station 2. So we're going to keep on going on Actively Learn to our next assignment. And you can work with each other on this assignment. What I will do is, whenever I have stations, I'll have 3 different stations going at the same time, but I'll worry about that whenever I get here. All right. And what that is, usually we have a station where you are required to be quiet, and if you're not quiet, I'm going to come get you. The other station, there's one where you're doing partner work. And if you're talking and you are not working, that's not going to happen. If you're working and you're talking, that will be the expectation. Generally speaking, I'm going to be much more lenient with people who have a strong work ethic and that are respectful. I'm never going to be disrespectful to you, and if I do, call me out on it. And don't be disrespectful to me. And another thing is, and I'm kind of going off on a tangent a little bit here, but if I have my expectations, work with each other to do prayer models, then that will be your behaviors. That will be your behavior expectations for that station. But anyway, we'll continue talking about behavior expectations once I get there. So today you will have 3 different words at Station 2. And so you would have well-regulated, and then you'd have to do 2 more charts just like this. So you'll go to insert and a 2x2, and militia. This word's going to be militia, so we'll go from there. All right, and then you would have to do another one. My Google Docs being a little bit hard-headed right now. Let me try this again. Like I said, I could only just talk for 15 minutes. All right, disregard. But anyway, at station 2, you'll be doing 3 different prairie models. All right. Scroll down. If you keep scrolling, you keep scrolling, you keep scrolling, you'll see my next assignment. Okay. What this is you're going to have a little debate amongst each other about gun control. And this assignment it's called an AEIOU conflict resolution strategy, which I actually learned at my part-time job, which sometimes I work as a server at Cracker Barrel. So working together is not just something you have to do in school, it's whatever job you do. But anyway, I digress. Station 3, if you'll follow these expectations right here, it says after reading the rest of the text and thinking about the tragedies of Columbine. I was a senior in high school in 1999 when Columbine happened. Virginia Tech, Parkland, the country music concert in Las Vegas. We're talking about gun control here. And in order to get access to this assignment, you're going to click on this link. This will be called an AEIOU assignment. And you can set it up like this. This will be station 3. Okay, hold on a minute. All right, my Google Doc is not cooperating right now. But all you'd have to do is just set it up as A, E, I, O, and U on your paper, and then just answer these questions that I have right here. It says, assume the other side means well or has good intent. Write 2 or 3 sentences in which you describe that other person's intent. And, what I mean by that is just because you disagree with somebody doesn't mean that they're necessarily wrong or they don't have a point. So I want you to see the other side's point of view. Express your feelings. So what are your actual feelings? Identify what you want to happen. And O, what do you think the outcome should be? And you come to an understanding of one another in one sentence. So that's a common debate strategy I use called an AEIOU. I'll be doing little videos like this for you to help out with instruction until I get there. And I'm signing off right now. Peace and love, guys. Over and out.